This video is about simulation in Edgecam, but it's a simulation that you can use for in this instruction tab, not the full collision detection simulation. It's just really to see where the tools are going and use it sort of on the fly as you're working through your program. So if I right click where it says finish turn there and say and click simulate, you'll see it's going around the shape, and this arrow down the bottom here, you can pull it back and forwards to go up and down and round your shape, so you can go forward or backwards. And the bottom one there is your simulation speed, and effectively it's using the feeds and speeds that you've put actually into the program. But if you press this constant one, then it will use a constant speed, so everything that you do will then be the same. So if I simulate that again, you'll be able to see it going around that shape. And this, if you look at this here, this number, you can make it like twice as fast, or even like 4 times as fast. You've got forward and backward keys, and you've got like a rewind button, so that takes it forwards. I've speeded that right up, and that would take it to the end of the simulation, and you can move it round. And this one takes it to the beginning. And as you're going around, let's take this back to 1. As you're going around this shape, you could actually stop it. So you could get so far like this and just click that stop button to stop it. And as I say, that constant is constant. Now the real reason why I made this video is because every now and then I know for a fact that you've got a zoom control on this, and I could never quite remember how you use it, and I thought if I make a video of this, then I'll know how to do it next time, so it's going to be useful for you as well, hopefully. And the way that you do the zoom is, if you look down there, you can see a zoom there, but if you actually press, I'm just going to turn that off for now, if you actually move to the area that you want to see, say for example that bit there, I just want to see that, that's all I'm interested in. What you do is at the beginning of that, the bit you want, you press down your shift key, so you hold down your shift key and then you move to the next bit and you see that blue line. But what's happened now is that is my actual what I'm going to see. So when you actually play it now, you'll see it's only playing that section, which is brilliant because you don't have to worry about all the rest, and obviously it's all broken right down. And if you want to blow this right up, you can see it, just that area. There's something, so that's your zoom, and if you just switch that off there, click that again, that just takes that off, and anytime you just press and hold your shift key, you can get that area. Now I don't know if you noticed there, but you can see that gap as it's coming up there, and then it comes back on, and that's because if you look in my cycle, I've actually put no compensation. If I change that to path comp, which means it's using Edgecam's actually creating that offset, I'd have to run this again. So I'm going to say simulate. What I'm going to do exactly the same again. I'm going to move to that area that I'm interested in, round about here, and I'm going to press and hold down the shift key. See, the blue bit is what I'm interested in there, so that's my bit, and I can move backwards and forwards around that little bit. Press that zoom thing, then just move forwards and backwards. And now can you see? Now you can see that it's going, it's actually following the shape because it's using cutter comp. And that way it's got no comp, that is actually what you would get if you program that, because it's not using cutter comp. So this, as I say, this simulation is very, very useful because you can still see what your tools are actually doing in the tool path, and you can blow it right up and have a good look at it. It's not going to collision detect or anything like that, so it's not looking at anything, whether it's cutting metal or what it's doing. It's not interested, it's just showing you that cutter path, and you can see your, if I just take this down a bit, you can see it's your full tool. So there you go, that's how you use the simulation in Edgecam.